Hi, my name is Pella, and today I'm going to show you how to make a butter pecan pancake. First, you need to roast the pecans. First, add 1 1/4 cups of chopped pecans into a baking pan. Now place the pecans into a preheated 400-degree oven and roast them for 5 to 7 minutes. You can make your butter pecan pancake batter. First, in a cake sifter, you need to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And you add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now sift the dry ingredients into a medium-sized bowl. And stir the dry ingredients together until combined. After 5 to 7 minutes, remove the roasted pecans out of the oven. Then, in a separate small bowl, you need to add 1/3 cup of whole milk at room temperature since I'm using all-purpose flour. Then you'll add 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream at room temperature. Then you'll add 1/2 cup of sour cream at room temperature. Then you add 3 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Then you add 3 teaspoons of butter extract. Then you add 1/4 teaspoon of maple extract. And a couple drops of brown food coloring just to give it a nice butterscotch flavor. Now mix the wet ingredients together until combined. In a large bowl, you add 1 cup 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature and 1/2 cup 1 stick of salted butter at room temperature, and 1 1/2 cups of white granulated sugar. Now beat the butter and sugar together on a low speed until it's light and fluffy. Now crack 5 large eggs at room temperature into a butter and sugar mixture one at a time. And beat it into it until combined. Repeat the steps. Add 1/2 cup of the all-purpose flour mixture into the cake batter one at a time. And 1/3 cup of the butter vanilla cream mixture into the butter one at a time. And beat them into it until combined. Repeat the steps. Add 1 1/4 cups of the roasted chopped pecans into the pancake batter. and put them into the toga bind. Make the butter pecan pound cake batter. Now add the butter pecan pound cake batter into a greased up pan. Spread around it as evenly as possible. Place the butter pecan pound cake into a preheated 325-degree oven and bake it for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Remove the butter pecan pound cake out of the oven after baking 325 degrees for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And let it cool for 3 to 5 hours. You can make your butter pecan icing. First, in a small bowl, you need to add 1.25 cups of confectioner's sugar. At this time, I melted 2 kinds of butter. Add 2 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter and 1 tablespoon of melted salted butter. Then you'll add 4 tablespoons of warm whole milk. And you'll add 1/2 teaspoon of butter ester. And then you'll add 1/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla ester. And you add 1/4 teaspoon of maple ester. Then, if you like, add just a tiny little sprinkle of salt to bring out all the flavors. A couple drops of brown food coloring. Now mix all the ingredients together until the mixture is creamy and smooth. With no invisible lumps. The icing turned brown. Add 2 tablespoons of the roasted chopped pecans into the icing. And wax them into the toga bind. Add the butter pecan icing. Gently pour the butter pecan icing on top of the butter pecan pound cake. And serve for 30 minutes before serving. Now here's the final presentation of the butter pecan pound cake. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.